All right, folks. Welcome 2, KB Hawks versus the Edmonston Blizzards. Hawks making the long 3-hour and 45-minute trip up here to play 315 minutes of hockey, and then we're all going to head back home. So it's a long, tiring drive for everyone. Let's hope they are all amped up, ready to go. Warm-ups look good. Goalie's looking good. Hale in the net today. Missing 2 key players today. Will Noseworthy and Cameron Fallow won't be joining the team today. Not sure where they're at, but I heard Cam was away somewheres. And as far as Noseworthy goes, I'll just suspect that he got the sickness that was going around, and it's kind of made its way through almost the entire team. And we're stuck right behind the bench of the Hawks. Maybe we can catch some snippets of some coaching here. See what the boys are going to be saying. And we got our starting lineup out. Starting goalie today is Halen Guptill. And the Hawks are coming off a tie against the Lancaster Thunder on Friday. They were up 2-0 for most of the game. And the wheels fell off in the third, and they ended up tying it up. So those things happen. 9:30 on a Friday night. Everybody's tired, and that's just part of the hockey game. And starting lineup out, we have Fillmore, McDonald, Anderson. Is that Kennedy and Fulkins as the face-off. Brought back to Blizzard zone. That'll be chipped up the boards as Fillmore comes away with it, shot off the leg of the defense of the Blizzards. And they're trying to keep it in as Anderson holds the line. And Kennedy into the boards as Fillmore takes the puck, goes and gets taken down by the Blizzards defense. And the Blizzards end up clearing the zone as McDonald's going to pick that one up off the boards. And battle in the corner as Fulkins comes in to save the day. And 2 bodies on Fulkins. And McDonald going to pick that one up again. Sent to Fillmore. Fillmore loses it back into the corner. 2 on the puck right now for the Blizzards as they steal that one away from Anderson. And they come away with it out front, and that's off the skate of one of the Hawks and back in behind the net. And Anderson decides to just give an ice to give them a little break and get some fresh legs. We'll haul this puck back down into the Hawks' end for a face-off. We got Doucette on the center, Michaud and Pearson on the wing, and Stanley and Levesque on the D. I'm going to zoom in there a little bit. Hopefully we can get some better view of these corner action. Doucette losing that face-off, and a little shot into Halen as he is going to cover that one up. And we'll go back to the draw circle. 13:43 left in the first period. We're still scoreless. And Doucette at the draw. Comes away with it. And Stanley couldn't quite get a hold of it. Levesque behind the net picks that one up. Chipped up the boards to Pearson. And that one is almost brought out of the zone. Blizzards hold the line, and a little miscommunication there between Pearson and Doucette as they thought they were progressing forward, but Blizzards ended up with the puck. Halen out to play. Settle that down for the Hawks to get the breakout going. Blizzards all over them as the Hawks clear the zone. The Blizzards will pull this one back D to D. And Pearson's going to put the pressure on with Michaud. And Stanley holding the line there, but couldn't quite get it in. Blizzards chip that one in deep as the chase is on and Stanley wins the race. And the battle at the boards as Michaud hits the ice. And they're trying to get that puck loose. And the Hawks come away with it. Pass up to Pearson. Pearson gets pushed off the puck, and the Blizzards send that one back in for Levesque to pick up. Life on the ice now. He sends that to Fulkins. Fulkins to McLeod. McLeod throws one in. Oh, and a shot! And the scramble in front of the net as the Blizzards clear that one back to the blue line. Chip puck in, and the Blizzards are going to pick that one up and make their way for a 3-on-2 around the net. And Blizzards having control. The battle's on at the boards once again as it's going to be pinched. And in behind, pass up to Life. Life misses that one, and that's going to go all the way down. And we have an icing. 11:35 left in this first period. It's still tied at 0. And so far, the Blizzards, all gas, no brakes. They're hard on the body, putting the hard pressure on these Hawks. And they're struggling to get the puck back down into their zone. Face off. Doucette. As the Hawks try to get that pass up and over the line, Fillmore going one-on-one for the race. In behind the net. And that Kennedy doing a good job at holding the men back as Doucette came in to try to get that puck, but couldn't quite come away with it. Chipped in by McDonald. Fillmore and Doucette on the rush to try and get that loose puck. Blizzards clear the zone as McDonald is going to send that one in. Blizzards pick that one up. Behind the net. Back in control of McDonald. And he'll send that one around as Kennedy goes for the chase. Fulkins in there. Sends it back around for Fillmore. Fillmore. That kid's taken a lot of hits this season, so I don't blame him if he's a little bit timid sometimes because there was a lot of bodies against him in the past couple weeks. And a shot into the goaltender. Pad saved to the corner and a slide pass out front by his own player. No Hawks were there to pick that one up. And Ben Levesque is going back down in his end to pick up the puck. No icing with this one. And he's looking. Chipped up the boards. Couldn't beat the guy. Takes the body, falls to the ice, and trips up Fulkins. And that'll be sent by Anderson all the way back down for an icing call. Which I think that was a good play by him, seeing kind of the chaos that was happening at the boards there. The team just wasn't together and working in sync. So let's give them a reset here with an icing call, even though the face-off's going right in front, right next to their own goaltender. Fulkins at the draw. And that's drawn back to the Blizzards. They're going to send that deep. Go for the chase as Anderson tries to send that one up, and the pressure was there, so he couldn't quite get a hold of it. Back in behind the Hawks goaltender. Blizzards go for the slap shot, fans on it, and Michaud going shot, and that goes wide. And Pearson going down with the Blizzards player. Puck to Fulkins. Fulkins going to walk in, and he's trying to get something going in the 1-on-3 and couldn't get through them. It's Baraducci on the ice. Puck out front. And Halen managed to swipe that one away. Stanley up to Declan. Declan, he's going to put that one in deep as Doucette and Life go on the chase, and that's an icing. I don't think I agree with that icing call there. It was kind of right at the red line. It looked like his stick and the puck were shot over the red line, but we are back next to Halen Guptill and for the face-off. Doucette at the draw. As the official has something to say to Stanley and the other Blizzard as they're smacking at each other. Face-off drawn back for Stanley. Stanley gets taken down with no trip call. And Declan McLeod going in for the battle as the arm up for the ref. Sorry, Baraducci was at the battle, and Declan comes in with the big hit into the boards. And Halen's getting some words from the official for pushing the kid out of his crease. And we have a boarding call coming up to Declan McLeod with 8:41 left in the first period. McLeod's going to be sitting for 2. Face off. Glove side of Halen. The Hawks looking to kill this penalty. Doucette couldn't win that one. Blizzards pull that one back. And they'll send that deep. Try and get this power play set up. McDonald's there. Went for the clear into the shins of the Blizzards forward. Back to the line. Held in. And that was shot but picked up as they'll clear the blue line. And the Blizzards make their way back in. Shot off the skate. Oh, and a rebound! And he scores! Deflected off the skate into the stick of the Edmonston player. And Halen couldn't get over fast enough as they find the empty net. Number 34 of the Edmonston Blizzards. They are up 1-0. And that'll end the penalty. We're back to a 5-on-5 with Holkins at the draw. Fillmore and Kennedy on the wing. We got Levesque and Stanley on the D. Levesque in behind. As the boys digging for that puck, just putting the body on. And Stanley loses in his feet. The Blizzards come away with that. Back to the Hawks. Sent up to Kennedy. Kennedy making his way down and throws that puck a little too far for himself to get. And Levesque comes in. And Fillmore steals that one away. Pass. Shot. And that's an easy glove save for the Blizzards. And 7:22 left in the first period. We are back at the dot. Right of the Blizzards goaltender. Doucette winning that to Pearson. Pearson sends one on net for Misha to pick up. He gives the backhand just off the post and behind. And that's held in at the line. And a shot, tip, and that is into the glove of the Blizzards goaltender. We will be back for the draw. And let's hope the Hawks can keep this aggression, this momentum in their zone and get some more quality shots on net and see if they can find the back of it. And Doucette at the draw. And that's an arm up from the official as he's going for an interference call. That'll be Blizzards to the box. And that will put the Hawks on the power play with 7:01 left in this period. And the good thing about coming up to Edmonston is they have the extra ice time to give us 15-minute periods, whereas the rest are 12s. And Edmonston will win that face-off and chip that back up into the Hawks zone. As the pressure's on and a double hit, they both go to the ice. Oh, and the body on McDonald. These guys are out to hit. They are out to whittle the Hawks down today. And a tried to clear it as the Hawks blocked that one down. I think that was McDonald. And another hit into the boards. And the boys aren't worried about the puck right now. And on this power play, they really need to start thinking about the puck instead of smashing kids in order to tie this game up. Get the puck in the zone, get set up, move the puck quick, as the pressure from the Blizzards is too much to be trying to dangle all by yourself. And once again, the Blizzards clear the zone, and Ben Levesque fires a puck up for the Blizzards to take control with 46 seconds left in the Hawks power play. And Ben looking for a pass up to Fulkins, and Fulkins walks in, shot right into the chest, rebound, and that is cleared out front as they'll send the backhand chip back down to the Hawks' end with 28 seconds left. Picked up by Levesque, and he's going with speed. And if I know Ben, he's just going to take this one in deep and try to get a shot off. Right out front. Oh, pass out front. No one there. And held in at the line by Anderson to Life. Life sends that one around back as Kennedy goes for the chase. And the boys are finally set up and in control as we go back to even strength. Ben walks in, tries to get the shot, and that's deflected high up over the glass. And so far, a good penalty kill for the Edmonston Blizzards as the Hawks struggled to gather control of the puck and get set up in the Blizzard zone. Back to 5-on-5, 4:53 left in the first period. The Hawks had control, and that gets chipped out as he's going, and a lot of chaos there in front of the net, and things are getting chippy and heated, and the puck slides into Halen for a cover-up, and we're going to go to a face-off. And it looks like Fillmore is getting taken to the box. And that'll put the Blizzards on the power play for 2. And it's only the first period, and these boys are already getting heated. It's already getting chippy. Doucette at the draw. Verducci. And Blizzards try to make the move there with this 5-on-4 and out front. And a shot, and that's a beautiful blocker save by Halen with the puck going through traffic. Those things are hard to read, hard to see. And Kennedy, he's going to go, oh, and he gets absolutely demolished as we have a hooking call coming up. I don't know where that comes from, but that looked more like a knee to me. And I hope Kennedy's okay. He looks rattled. He's sitting there and got back to his feet. That was a hard hit to take. And I'm not sure if that was knee on knee, but it sure looked like it from here. We'll have a look at that replay later on and see exactly if that was the right call from the official. No stick was involved there. That was a full-on knee-on-knee. And Coach Troy McLeod has the official over having a word with him. So we have a 4-on-4 for 1:37, and that'll send the Hawks to a power play for the other 23. 4:11 left in the first period. And Blizzards have control, walking this one through the neutral zone as Stanley holds that one at the line, and he's going 1-on-2 shot, and that goes high and wide of the net. Verducci, he's going to send that deep as Stanley gets the clear. Fulkin's going after it. And we're still even here, 4-on-4. As Michael Fulkins battles for the puck in behind. And they're going to look to set something up. Reversed back around as Michaud sends it over to Stanley. Stanley with the shot. Save. Bounced off the stick a few times. And that'll be covered up. Saved by the goaltender. The puck's floating in front of his face as he plays a little bit of ping pong with it. Right off the stick. Manages to drop in front of him for him to seal it up for the face-off. We're 40 seconds left in this 4-on-4. And Doucette at the draw. We got Life, Anderson, and McDonald on the ice. 2 forwards, 2 defense. Doucette walking in. Shot! Oh, and the goalie read that one beautifully. He got the glove saved, but couldn't capture it. It was tipped off. Doucette shot! Oh, and that goes wide. Great play there by the Hawks with good puck movement, nice and quick. Finding that open ice to walk through and get around. Doucette, another shot right into the glove of the Blizzards goaltender. 3 great shots back to back there. And 8 seconds, and the Hawks will be on the power play for a 5-on-4. Blizzards winning that one in behind their net as they get the breakout, and they're making their way in. And 20 seconds for the power play as McDonald takes the man to the boards, steals the puck up to McLeod. McLeod, nice pass over to Anderson. Anderson, the defense is going to walk this one in behind as the rest of the Hawks in there to try and set up this quick power play. And Declan, we're back to even strength. Backhand pass out front, and Doucette was just high in the slot to reach that one. At the boards. And it looks like they're calling them for a too many. And what I counted was 5 on the ice. And it looks like the officials waving this one off. And it looks like there's a bit of a back and forth on the ice as they talk about whether it was the right call or not. And the official is going to wave that penalty off by the linesman. And it looks like the lineman was on the wrong side, so he had to get him to move. And face-off won by the Hawks. Ben Levesque tries to walk that one in. Misplays it into the stick of the Blizzards, but luckily the aggression on that kid, he just doesn't give up. Manages to keep the puck in, but that ends up back in Blizzards' possession, and they'll make their way into the Hawks zone, clear to the zone. Blizzards will pull this one back and look to get something moving forward. And a chip pass up to Levesque, bounced over his stick. As Blizzards keep control in the Hawks zone. And battle at the boards for the puck. And that'll be pinched. Last minute of play here in the first period. And the Blizzards are up 1-0. And a shot and a rebound. And a beautiful glove save by Halen. First shot off the pad. Rebound right there with the glove. And we will go to the face-off. Glove side of the Hawks netminder, Halen Guptill. Doucette at the draw. Back to McDonald. McDonald to Baraducci. Baraducci is going to try to send that to Pearson, but that's intercepted. And that'll be chipped up the board, held in at the line. And a little shot on net, up and over everybody. And McDonald taking unnecessary penalties. And it looks like Micho with a broken stick. And the Hawks will play with 4 players for the remainder of this period with 26 seconds left. And starting the third with a penalty kill. And I'm not sure what the officials say. And probably reel your players in. There's no need of that. Player safety is number 1. Don't be taking stupid penalties this early in the game when it's only 1-0. So 2 minutes on the clock as Xander McDonald is going to be sitting. And Doucette at the draw. Blizzards win that back. Sent back in behind the net. And a shot. And that can't get through traffic. But Blizzards keep control. And the pass missed as the clear happens. Doucette with the kick, and he's on the chase. Pass out front, shot. Oh, and Blizzards were right there as Pearson couldn't get enough meat on that puck to get it into the net. And that will do it for the first period of this game. It's 1-0 Blizzards as the teams gather with their coaches. We will take a short minute break. All right, folks, welcome back. The starting lineup for the second period. Falcons, Veton, Levesque, and Stanley for this last 126 of the penalty kill. 15 minutes on the clock for this period, and that is one in Hawks possession as Ben misses the clear on that one. He's just over there killing time. Out to Life. He's going to walk this one in. Shot. Oh, and just misses that top corner. Nice, beautiful, hard shot there, but just high of the net. And that's going to be sent back down in the Hawks' end as Stanley, he's going to send that for the clear. Down as Levesque goes on the chase. Pass sent to the blue line, chipped bin. Falcons on the puck. Pass out front, sent away by Stanley. Good defense there, protecting Halen. And Falcons tried to get the clear, but he was tied up, couldn't get a hold of it. And the boys are set up to defend the last 22 seconds of this penalty kill. Shot right into the back of Stanley. Back to the point. Shot and tipped wide by Life. Pass out front, and that will be almost a clear, held in at the line. As the pass goes over to the wall, Stanley taking the body off the puck, and we are back to even strength. Stretch pass, and that is picked up by the Blizzards. They'll send that one in deep as they get fresh legs on the ice. Levesque, front, and the shot, and that went up over the net. I don't know whose stick that puck came off of. I don't know if that was a misplay by Ben. I didn't quite see. But it might have been the Blizzard because he was right there too. But either way, no one in front of Halen to protect that puck. And the Hawks got lucky on that one as they'll send the puck down ice for an icing. And a new line is coming out to play. Doucette, McDonald, Anderson, Baraducci, and Fillmore. And they're going to post up just right of Halen Guptill, the Hawks netminder. Blizzards win that one back. And Doucette dangles. He's going. 2-on-1. Pass. Oh, and Kennedy missed. Fantastic scoring opportunity. And we have a penalty coming up for hooking. And that's going to be against the Blizzards, sending the Hawks to another power play. 12:42 left in the second period, and Blizzard are up by 1. It's a 1-0 game. Power play. Hawks win that. Drawing back to McDonald. McDonald to Doucette. Doucette makes the shot into the shins. McDonald to Doucette. Doucette loses the puck. And that one's cleared of the blue line as McDonald sends it back to Anderson. Just a little too far. Anderson's going to have to come back as the rest of the Hawks get a bit of a reset. Pass up to Kennedy. Kennedy fighting at the boards as Doucette comes in to pick that one up. He's going to walk this one in. Shot. Couldn't make it through the Blizzards defense. Pass out front right there, and Kennedy fans on it as the Blizzards are coming back with almost a 2-on-1 with McDonald with the back check. Unbelievable speed on that kid. And the Blizzards fan on that shot, he was even too far deep to really see any net anyways. Anderson puts the puck right on net, and that goes to the corner as Life goes for the chase, and he comes away with it. Sent back in. That'll come back to Baraducci, and Ducci, he's going to send that back down into Fulkins. Fulkins to Stanley. Stanley over to Life. Life going short side, and that is up and out of play. That'll bring us back to the face-off circle. The Hawks, 43 seconds left in the power play for them. 11:24 left in the second period. And it's 1-0 Blizzards. And I feel like the Hawks have come alive this period. They're definitely getting better puck movement, more shots on net. Right out front as Declan tries to go between the defenseman's legs to get a hold of that for a shot. And all the way back down the Hawks' end, Halen's going to play that to Stanley. And Stanley sent that to Life. But Life was still going back into their own end. And 17 seconds, picked up by Life. And he's going with some speed. All in. Boom. Oh, and he's off the stick of the Blizzards player. And that is back to even strength. No icing was called on that one. Baraducci, stretch pass up to Michaud. Michaud tips that one in, and he's off to the races. As the Blizzard will pick that one up and try to make their way back down. And a chip pass up the board. Baraducci sends it back to the Blizzards. As they're going to walk this one in, and a shot right into the belly of Halen. Textbook positioning, textbook stop there for the Hawks netminder. And I'm just looking at my 50-50. I don't think I won, though. I had to convert the French to English in my brain and try and figure that one out. So I just handed it to my girlfriend to do it. Anyways, I didn't win the 50-50, but we are back. Hawks are in the Blizzard end, and bodies are going flying, and Blizzards clear that one as icing's going to be called. We'll pull this back down into the Blizzards And for the face-off, we got Pearson, Levesque, McDonald, Michaud, and Doucette on the ice right now. Up here at the St. Jacques Palladium. And not a terrible rink, but it's definitely cold. And definitely a beautiful drive today. The weather wasn't too bad. Hit a little bit of snow there coming just outside of Woodstock, but the roads were wet or dry, not icy, and we all made it here safe and sound. And that puck's reversed behind the net as Blizzards are coming in with the bodies. And at the line, boys are going for the checks. Blizzards held at the boards. Blizzard pass out front, sent away by Ben Levesque. And that's almost sent back in deep as McDonald comes in, blocks that pass that was heading straight. And Michaud will put that one in deep as the boys get a change. Pearson's going to stay on for the pressure. And this number 7, quick little skater. And that is going to be too many for the Blizzards. Sending the Hawks back on the power play for 2. And that was a too many. The call was right. So give them a player, guys. Give them a player to put in the box. Let's go. 5-on-4 for the Hawks while the Blizzards are up 1-0. 8:46 left in this second period. And that's one of the hardest things for the coach. Who goes to the box for this one? Generally, whoever's fault it was, but sometimes you can't tell, and you just got to pick a player. Life to Baraducci. Baraducci looking for the open lane, couldn't find it. Over to Doucette. Doucette, he's going to send that one back to Folkens. Folkens back to Baraducci. Baraducci tries to get the shot, but that puck was flopping just a little too much. Life looking for the pass. Little misplay there. Over to Doucette. Doucette, shot. Oh, and a glove save by the Blizzards goaltender. He didn't get a hold of it, but he sent that wide of the net. As that was a beautiful screen shot by Spencer Doucette. Shot right into the belly of the Blizzards goaltender. Let's keep putting pucks on net, and eventually we'll find those open holes. But no shy of effort on the Blizzard goaltender today, that's for sure. Folkens at the draw. We got Doucette, McLeod, Levesque, and Stanley. And that'll be sent as Ben holds the line. That'll be pinched against the board with a minute left in this power play for the KV Hawks. Levesque comes away with it as they try to set up, and that was a tipped pass into the Blizzard stick as they will ice the puck back down into the Hawks' end, and Halen's out to settle it down. And Isaac Stanley with the speed, and he fans on the puck and almost catches. The Blizzards almost got the breakaway there. And the Blizzards killing time as they pull the puck back into the neutral zone. And that will be sent into the Blizzards bench as we'll have a face-off just outside the Blizzards blue line. 15 seconds left, this 5-on-4. Sorry, that's going inside. That is going next to the goaltender for the face-off. Life at the draw. Kennedy and Fillmore on the wing. And we got Anderson and McDonald in the D. Fillmore In back, up to Life. Life to McDonald. McDonald with the shot. And a blocker save to the corner. Out front, no one's there. And that will do it for the Blizzards penalty kill. We are back to even strength. McDonald's will pick that puck up, send it to Anderson, and Anderson in behind the net. Over to Fillmore. Fillmore up to Life. Beautiful breakout there by these guys. In, and that shot is tipped high into the mesh as it'll be blown down for a face-off with 6:29 left in the second period. And same line on the ice right now. Life at the draw. As Blizzards win that one. And they look to make their way, but Kennedy there. Out front! Oh, and another missed puck on that shot. And it looks like someone must have wiped his stick with butter today because that puck is just slipping off the blade. Blizzards back to the point. Shot out front, tipped, backhand up into Halen's chest and off, and Kennedy's going to take this one in and look for redemption with Life. Life sends it back to Kennedy, and that's intercepted by the Blizzards as they send the stretch pass up, and he's off. And a blocked shot by Baraducci. Good effort there, getting off the bench and hustling to the puck to avoid that breakaway. Poked in by the Blizzards. And that puck is up and out of play. 5:27 left in the second period. 1-0 Blizzards. Ooh, Doucette at the draw. Over to Stanley. And the Blizzards will keep this one in. As the boys fight back and forth, and Doucette's going to come away with this. He's looking over to Michaud. Chip pass up over his stick. As Michaud comes in, and the Blizzard will send that one around. And the man's all alone. Pearson in with the pressure. Back to Doucette. Doucette can't get a hold of it. And that'll be cleared the zone, and that is icing. Let's bring this puck back down into the Blizzards' ice for the face-off. Doucette at the draw. Pearson and Michaud on the wings. Baraducci and Stanley. And the official doesn't like what he saw at the draw circle. He's going to make the Hawks swap out. And Michaud will come in and take Doucette's place at the draw circle. Looks like Blizzards are going to win that one. Sent back to Doucette. Doucette over to Pearson. Pearson just misses it. The Blizzards will make their way. And Doucette taking the body, bumping him off the puck. He'll chip that one in deep, and they'll get a line change. Pearson stays on for the pressure. Doucette still on the ice. McDonald's, Fulkins, and Levesque replacing the other three. As Life makes his way onto the ice for Doucette. And a puck sent in, and that'll be frozen by Halen for the whistle. He looked to see if he should keep playing it, but settle it down. Let the boys regroup. And Declan McLeod will make his way out for Pearson. 4:13 left in the second period. Blizzard's still up by 1. Life settling that down. And that'll be cleared as Ben, going with speed, takes the man. Deke shot into the belly of the goaltender. A good read there by the goalie and a fantastic missed opportunity for Levesque. when you're going with that much speed, it's hard to think what to do in those situations. And the goalie's patience just had him beat. Blizzards take that one. As the puck will come back into their end, and Declan chips that one up over the glass. And we will go to the face-off. So far, it's been more of a back-and-forth period with, I think, the Hawks kind of dominating on shots this one. They just can't seem to get past this hot goaltender today. And at the draw, Life to the boards. Blizzards will take control. And McDonald taking the body as he'll pick that puck up, send it to Life. Life through the middle, and the boys are offside. Pull this one outside the Blizzards zone for the face-off as the Hawks get a bit of a change here. Life, Fulkins, McLeod, Anderson, Baraducci. Face-off. Blizzards take control. Life steals it back. And Fulkins going to get a shot on net, but off the glove to the ice, and that'll be frozen up for the face-off. 3 minutes, 21 seconds left in this period. And quite the full house here. As of the Blizzard side's pretty full on one half, and the whole warming room has got bodies in it. So definitely a good showing for the Blizzards. Baraducci back to Doucette, and Doucette, as he's knocked off the puck. Then Kennedy comes in for the hit and gets tripped up. That'll be chipped in as Halen will try to get it in his glove and bounces free. As Anderson is going to make his way in, goes for the move, puck swiped away, and he was taken to the ice, dragged the other guy with him, and the Blizzards are going to progress forward as we have an offside call. And it looked like number 7 was trying to go to the bench for a change and just kind of got in the way of the puck carrier. So we're back to a face-off. Life at the draw. And we got Stanley and Levesque back on the ice as the Blizzards send that one deep for Halen to settle down for Ben to pick up. And that'll be sent back around as Stanley settles it down, and he's going to try to walk through everybody. Gets it up to Michaud. Michaud, nice one-touch pass up to Pearson. And bouncing a little too much for him to get a hold of, but that puck's back down deep in the Blizzard zone as the battle at the wall happens. And a shot. And glove save as it's poked away for the Blizzards to gain control. And it looks like no official saw that one. Michaud was taken out and wasn't even on the puck. And that will be chipped off the boards. Back into the Hawks' end as Ben makes the move to get around the man. And it looks like he's trying to go as he gets bumped off the puck. And the Blizzards' number 64 was there to pick that one up as he goes for the slide pass out front. And Ben saves the day there. And we have McLeod going in, trying to get that puck, and that was sealed up by the goaltender for the face-off. And Blizzard player coming in with a bit of aggression there. And yet there's no calls for that one. 1:24 left in the second period. 1-0 Blizzards. Doucette at the draw. McLeod and Fulkins on the wing. We got Anderson and McDonald protecting the blue line. Shot. That's tipped wide. Anderson trying to hold the blue line. as the puck's given up center ice, and we have another offside with 1:09 left in this period. And Doucette at the draw in the feet of the Blizzard player. He tries to knock it back, but Doucette's there to take this one. And he tries to walk this through. Couldn't get a hold of it. He was tied up by 3 guys. And we have an icing call. Bring us back down into the Hawks' end.
Running number for the 3, 4, 5, 0, 3, 6.
And we got
6.
Falcons at the draw. McLeod and Doucette on the wings. Anderson and McDonald still on the D. As the Blizzards try to tip that one up. Anderson's there, and he comes in and gets slammed. As McDonald gives it right back to them. And now the boys are getting chippy. As Declan gets in there, wraps the man, and it looks like they're going to be taking somebody to the box. It looks like number 7's going to the box, and they should take one Hawks as well. And Declan McLeod is going to the box as well for that headlock. We'll finish this period off staying 5-on-5 as the boys are getting heated. And we'll see what the third period brings. And the Hawks need one more. As they weren't quick enough on that one, so oh no, they're letting them put them out. Pearson on the ice with the boys. And he's going to come in and steal that puck. Blizzards gain control in their own zone. That'll be chipped into the neutral zone. Passed up. Berarducci there to save that puck up to Fulkins. Fulkins misses the puck completely. And he's going to walk this one in and look to get on the scoreboard. And a shot off the crossbar. A beautiful, beautiful shot by Spencer Doucette. And that will do it for the second period. As the boys exchanging words and a few shoves here and there. And let's get them to their benches, settle them down, and start focusing on this puck going in the net next period. We will be right back. It looks like there is a flood between the second and third period. So we're going to take about a 12-minute break, and we'll be back. All right, welcome back, folks, to the third period, last 15 minutes of this game. As we have Declan McLeod in the box, along with another Blizzard player, and the Hawks are on the power play to start this period. 15 minutes on the clock. The starting lineup is out and ready. A good little break for them to give them a little bit of a reset, get some plays together, and continue getting those shots on net. We got Doucette, Viton, Fulkins, Levesque, and McDonald on the ice to start us off this period. And here we go. Face off. And Clapper into the Hawks zone for the Blizzards clear as Levesque at the boards didn't get rid of the puck quick enough. And the clock shut off. So the play will be whistled down. And there we are, back up and running again. So I imagine the face-off will be right there at the circle. Outside the blue line, I guess. 1-0 Blizzards. And the Hawks are looking to tie this one up. There's a little explanation about the face-off there as to why. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways. And here we go again. And Life takes that puck away as the Blizzards will clear it. Halen out to settle it down. Doucette. He comes in, and he's going with speed. Through center ice. All the way in. Pass deflected in behind the net. Ben comes in to try and take that one, and that one's sent high up into the rafters. And threaded the puck through all the rafters, and a drop pass from McDonald. Miscommunications are happening. Ben's going to send that one right out to the Blizzards player as he walks in, gets the shot. That's slowed up as Doucette's going to send it to Fulkins. Fulkins walks in, pass out front, tip by Life, and that was up in the air for the glove save by the Blizzards goaltender. 54 seconds left in this power play for the Hawks. And it's still 1-0 Blizzards. And 20% battery left on my phone, so I may have to unplug my microphone and go to the iPhone's microphone for the commentary so I can get my charger plugged in, but we'll see what happens. Stanley sends a shot in, rebound, and that is kept out by the Blizzards netminder. Couple of good scoring opportunities there. Last 30 seconds, Life doing the one-on-one behind the net, and the pressure from the Blizzards is just too good. He couldn't do anything with that puck. And the Blizzards killing the time as they enter the last couple seconds. And these behind-the-back passes aren't communicated, and the boys are just not with it right now when it comes to that. Life tries to walk it through as he sends it to Fillmore, and Stanley's going to pick that one up and make the shot that goes wide. Fillmore sends a cross-ice pass, and Blizzards are there to pick that one up as they come back to even strength. That'll be sent for an icing. And a couple of scoring chances there for the Hawks, but they just could not capitalize during that power play. So far, successful penalty kills for the Blizzards all game. 12:50 left in regulation time, and it's 1-0 Blizzards. And we got Doucette, Pearson, Michaud, McDonald, and Baraducci. Nope, sorry, Anderson. Anderson sends a puck in. That goes wide. Pearson trying to walk out front. Blizzards were right there to pressure him behind the net. Michaud kicking the puck out front. And the Blizzards are going to make their way through the neutral zone. As he's looking for the... And he stopped behind the net, and he could have had the wraparound there as Halen misread that puck and misread the player. Sometimes the anticipation will catch you if you don't pay attention to where the play's going. And a little bit of a pile up there as the puck's chipped out to center, and the shot on net tipped wide by the Hawks players. And out front, Halen's going to cover that up for the faceoff. As both teams get the line changes. And from what I remember, I think Edmonston are sitting first or second in the standings. I know I posted it to the Facebook group, but I can't remember exactly. Hawks and Lancaster. Hawks are fourth, Lancaster third. After the tie, I'm not 100% sure. Falcons trying to make his way through, and he gets taken down in a pileup with him and McLeod. And luckily Stanley was there to take that puck. Falcons to Declan. Declan takes the shot. That was going wide. Goaltender decides to send that to the corner with the right pad. And 2-on-1 shot. And I think that hit the side of the net. He was looking for that short side pocket, but couldn't get there. A little bit of a shot. That was taken by Ben Levesque. Ben Levesque is going to walk this one in deep as he's bumped off the puck. Falcons there to block that one. As Blizzards gain the control back of the puck. Doucette back on the ice as Falcons comes off. We got Kennedy in on the boards as Ben will pick that one away. And he'll chip that in deep. Fillmore and Doucette making their way in. And just too many bodies on one side of the ice with no one at the net. As everybody just tends to go for the puck. And breakaway. And that goes in the 5-hole. 2-0 Blizzards. As they make that stretch pass. And he beats Halen 1-on-1. And it also looked like he was tripped up. I didn't see if the ref's arm went up or not, but the Blizzards up by 2 with 10:16 left in the third period. That was a hard breakaway to read as he's get tripped up and the puck just trickled in the tiny opening between Halen's pads. And we have a penalty coming up as Braden Michaud go into the box, as well as number 21 of the Blizzards. And we're going to play 5-on-5 as the clock goes out once again. And we're back up and running. And where is this face-off happening? Yeah, that's what I thought. So the first penalty, I think, would have been against the Blizzards. And Michaud must have retaliated. I'd seen him on the ice. I wasn't sure what was going on. But we still have 5-on-5 with one from each team in the box. And the clock back up and running. 10-12 left in the third. The goalie's going to cover that shot up. He'll hold onto that into his glove. And we're back at the draw circle. Spencer Doucette, Declan McLeod, Pearson, Anderson, Baraducci. Baraducci tried to send one deep. That bounces off the shins as they're going. And Halen kind of tips that one in behind as the shot going short side was blocked. And the official gets taken out as they go at it at the boards. And this game is getting heated. And we got a few going to the box here. Not sure who all is going to be taken. We got Declan McLeod, Eamon Anderson, and then two of the Blizzards players. What a turn of events. And hopefully the official's okay because he had his legs taken out. And everybody's going for roughing. Face off. 5-on-5. Back to the face off. Right of Halen Guptill. And life at the draw. Back to the Blizzards. Pearson. And that chipped into Halen's glove. 9:44 left in the third period. And the Blizzards are up 2-0. And here we go. Back into the corner. And we have McDonald fighting for it as the Blizzards making moves. And behind the back pass picked up by McDonald, sent to Life. Life going in. Fulkins at the net. Pass, shot, and he scores! Short side goal for Life. Veton. Veton from McDonald, I believe. 2-1. The Hawks are in this game. Beautiful rush, beautiful goal. Face off. Kennedy. Blizzards win that back to the defense. And that's going to be sent up through neutral zone as McDonald's there to steal that away. And in the feet. Can't pass out front. And Ben was there to block the man. And Levesque up to Kennedy. Kennedy gets taken down, and I think that's an offside call. And that'll be pulled outside the Blizzards' blue line for the faceoff. Fillmore, Doucette, Kennedy, Stanley, and Baraducci. Face-off won by the Blizzards. So he'll put that one in deep. Stanley's there to pick it up on the backhand. And Fillmore goes for the body. There's the battle at the boards. And Stanley tries to poke that one away, but Blizzards are there to send it back in deep. And Baraducci's going to be there to pick that up. And they need to make their way forward here as the Blizzards try to get fresh legs on the ice. And that's picked off. As he runs in, shot off the head of Halen. And Fillmore pickpocketed. Blizzards will draw this back in behind their own net to get the play moving forward. And Kennedy steals that one away as the pressure's on. And Blizzards gaining control as he misplays the puck. His teammates there to pick that one up, and the body's pinching as that's clear to the zone. And a good read there by the Hawks, not touching the puck as they would have got it too many. Puck sent around. Halen out to play it. Baraducci looking. Sends the pass right up the middle for the Blizzards to pick off, and a shot blocker down. And Halen's going to seal that one up. 7:26 left in the third period. 2-1 for the Blizzards. And a couple of body changes here for the Hawks. As McLeod. And I think Fulkins going strong, 1-on-2. As the puck kind of loose there in the feet. Life has control. He's taken. As McDonald and McLeod make their way back. And McDonald, Ben with the hit. Sends that up for Fulkins. Fulkins, he's going to run this one back in and send it around the net for McDonald. McDonald back to Levesque. Levesque clears the zone. Blizzards reverse that one back down in. And Halen misplaying the puck there as the Blizzard come in with speed. Lazy effort on playing that. Doesn't know what's going on. If you're coming out to play the puck, you got to do it with aggression and know where the players are. And those Blizzards are coming hard and fast because they know that is an empty net if you are not in it. Blizzards coming back. As he sends that one in behind him to pick up and walking through everybody. Shot. Halen's there for the save. And the Blizzards right out front. Halen pushes out for the save. Nice job there by Halen Guptill. McDonald pushes him off the puck. As Dusak goes in to try to get it clear of the zone, and the Blizzards off the shins of Pearson, and Pearson on the chase as the icing's waved off. And some fresh, fast legs. Pearson out front, sends it to Life. Life just wide of his stick. Anderson's going to make that shot into the belly of the Blizzard forward. And they're scrambling to try and get pucks on net. 5 minutes left. Anderson. And he can't beat the two guys. Typical move there is to send that one to your open defense to try and get the puck up ice. But the dingle dangles, this team gets caught with those a lot in these hockey games, and not something you want to be doing while you're down by 1 in the third period. Move the puck, get those fast one-touch passes, and get back into the opponent's zone. And that's the puck. Back down into the Hawks' end for an icing call, bringing the puck back down into the Blizzards' end for a face-off. This will be my 4th game commentating this weekend, and I am tired. You'd think I'd get better, but apparently I'm just getting worse with my words. You said at the draw. Got Fillmore and Kennedy on his wing with Levesque and Baraducci on the D. Blizzards coming away with it. Some great passes there as they give up the 2-on-1, and a pass out front as the back check is too good on Baraducci, or on Levesque, sorry, as he chips that one wide. Halen. The shot on net. As I said Halen's name because I was looking at him. and a hook call coming up on Kennedy, which will send the Hawks to the penalty kill for 2 minutes And the kid wasn't even taken to the ice, so I don't know. It was a little bit of a loose call there from my perspective, but he definitely had him wrapped around. So we'll see what happens here on this penalty kill for the Hawks. Kennedy in the box for 2. You got McLeod at the draw, sent back to the Blizzards D. And we have an interference call coming up on the Blizzards. So we're going 4-on-4 as the clock just went out again. 4-on-4 for 1:58. 3:40 left as the puck is brought back down into Blizzard zone. We got Fulkins, McDonald, Anderson, and McLeod on the ice to run this 4-on-4 game. Back to McDonald. McDonald shoots. Deck tried to tip it. Ends up tipping it wide, but a good effort there by both of them. And the Blizzards will probably try to run this one. And no one's paying attention to the guy going for the breakaway as they're cherry picking at the blue line. And the defense are sleeping as Blizzard is taken down there. And the Hawks gain control as Fulkins is going to rush through as Anderson is way off ice. And that'll be pulled outside the Blizzard zone for the faceoff. And we got a timeout, Hawks, as try and regroup and get them running some good plays to try and find the back of the net again to tie this one up. Oh. And it'll be 1:23 seconds 4-on-4, and then we'll have 3 seconds of a 5-on-4. And the timeout is up as the coaches give them some last words of encouragement to try and get these boys riled up. Life, Doucette, Levesque, and Stanley are going to take this 4-on-4 against the Blizzards, who are up 2-1. Face off in the feet. Life in the zone as they battle for it. Doucette's going to pick that up at the blue line and walk it in. And he is poked away as the Blizzard's going to come forward and send that one deep. Palin settles that one down in behind the net. Stanley to Life, over to Doucette. Doucette and Life are going to make their way as he chips it back to Life, and he's taken. Bumped off the puck, and the Blizzards will send that around behind their own net for Ben. And Life out front to Spencer. Spencer with the shot, and that's tipped wide off the leg of one of the Blizzard players. Over Doucette as he's looking. No pass opportunities there. He sends it deep for Ben to go battle, and the Blizzards are going to clear their zone. And that'll be an icing call. Back to the face-off. Right of the Blizzards goaltender. And the Edmonston crowd's having a good time bumping and dancing to the tunes. Fulkins at the draw. And we have too many on. I'm not sure. And they score! And the Hawks get the goal with 2 minutes left. Doucette from Fulkins And no one seemed to notice at all what just happened there. And the Hawks are getting away with that one. Unbelievable. Tied up at 2. As the clock isn't running, Doucette sends the pass, and Ben Levesque with the assist on that one. Spencer Doucette with the goal, tying it up. Ben Levesque with the assist, and we are back to the face-off in the Blizzard end with 1:54 left to go. Life at the draw, and 12 seconds to go in this 4-on-4. And Baraducci up to Life. He'll chip that one in for the Blizzards defense to pick up. As it's sent behind the net. And we are 5-on-4, and we are back to even. And the clock must not have been going. I'm not sure what happened. But the official with the whistle. And I don't know. Back to the face-off, right to the Blizzards goaltender, Fulkins, Life, Doucette, McDonald, and Stanley. Shot in between the legs, and that is a pad save over to the boards. As Fulkins and Doucette coming off the boards, pass out front, shot. Oh, and a big save by the Blizzards goaltender. Massive opportunity for the Hawks there to be up by 1. And Blizzard's coming in. Shot, easy glove save by Halen. 1:08 left. And we're tied at 2. So far, this has been one exciting game. As when you're down by 2, it's hard to come back from that, especially in the third period. But the boys are working together, moving the puck, skating hard. And Anderson, a little bit quick there, anticipating the whistle, and the ref is going to blow it dead and switch the Drawman out. Doucette in for Life. And that's not a sentence. Life up to Fulkins, but the Blizzards are there to pick that one up. Last minute of play here in regulation time at the Palladium Arena in St. Jacques, New Brunswick. 2-2. Doucette. Shot. Stopped by the defense. Back to Doucette. Doucette's looking. He's going to chip that one in deep. That's Fulkins. And Stanley in to hold the line as the Blizzards make their way back, and he mishandles the puck a little bit. Anderson's there to bump him off, and the puck's going deep in behind the net. Anderson taking the puck up to Life. Life, he's going, 12 seconds. Pass over to Fulkins into the skate. He'll send that one deep in behind the net. And they're getting a change with 5 seconds left, and that will do it for this game. Tied 2-2 as the boys end this game in a little bit of a scrum. And that will be it. Weekend report. 2 ties against the 2 teams that had beaten them 2-1 earlier in the season. And we'll be back on the road, back home here. And the next games are Woodstock, Saturday the 20th. And I can't remember the time, but keep a watch out on our socials I'll be posting to Facebook and getting the game scheduled on YouTube. Good comeback there by the Hawks. And we will be back next Saturday. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to me yammer on for the last hour and a half. We will see y'all next time.